The real estate market is more competitive than ever. Do you have the right mindset around asking prices? I'll explain more next on Tom's Take.
You're definitely going to want to watch this one.
Welcome to the snow day edition of Tom's Take, and wanted to share something that we've talked about internally as a team. We've talked about to our clients one-on-one, and it's really critical that we get the message out there to all the consumers. Whether you're buying or selling a home, it's the mindset around the asking price on a property. Because in the past, what we've seen happen, and we've been doing this 20 years, is it's an asking price. That's a place the seller wants to start, and then they'll see how the market reacts and where things come in. Now we're in a situation where in the greater Philadelphia area, in the city, we have about a 2.5-month supply of homes on the market in Philadelphia. The collar counties, Montgomery, Chester, Delaware counties, we have about a month's supply, plus or minus, in each one of those. So we're seeing the lowest supply of homes ever. And here's what today's buyers need to be thinking. The asking price is now the starting bid. The asking price is now the starting bid for homes, because if you're looking at a property day one, day two on the market, and there's people lined up, they're waiting to get in, it's going to be a competitive situation. And if you treat this like a negotiation and you want to make an offer, see if the seller responds when there's many other parties interested, you're probably not going to get the house. And that may be okay. That may be an outcome you're okay with. And I'm not saying we're not presenting offers. What we're talking about here is, in order to get the house, treating the asking price like the starting bid is going to be more important than ever. So let's look at some data. So I broke down Chester, Delaware, Montgomery counties, as well as Philadelphia, in what percentage of the asking price that the seller is receiving. So in Chester County, through December, it was 99.6%, so almost 100%. In Delaware County, it was 98.9%. Montgomery, 99.4%. And in Philadelphia, where there's more inventory and there's some different things happening there, we're seeing 96.6%. So the average is basically within 1% of the asking price, 1%. And the thing that you may not realize there is that in a lot of cases, the listing agents, because of the way appraisals work, they may raise the asking price up once it bids above the initial asking price while the home's pending and active under contract. So there is a little bit of a skew there in the data that might be holding these percentages received back. And these are big increases year over year. They're anywhere from 2 up to 4.3% jumps in the percentage of the asking price that the seller is receiving. So if you're a buyer out there right now, look at the data, understand what's going on. We're seeing that folks are waiving the home inspection 20% of the time. That's a big change, and that's how competitive the market is. And if you're a seller, what this means to me is that if you're not getting activity, you're not getting traffic, your price is probably a little too high for the market. So all the more reason to price it where you think it's going to sell for, and let buyers compete for the property, because they're going to give you better terms. They're going to give you a better price. Look at the data, see where the appraisal is likely to come in, and price it accordingly. And that's the strategy that's winning for sellers right now. And again, if you're a buyer, treat the asking price like a starting bid, because based on these numbers I'm sharing with you here, homes are selling literally right at the asking price, and that's the average. That's not the range. That's the average, is right at the asking price. Any questions, you want advice on how to secure homes in this super competitive market, we're always here. Otherwise, we'll be back next week.
You're definitely going to want to watch this one.